I'm asking you now.
Yeah.
What race of people goes to the store and buy wigs and buy different types of hair and put it in their head?
Black people.
Why?
Because they think Jesus was right.
You understand where we are going with this?
Yes.
Give me that in Songs of Solomon.
Yes, sir.
Songs of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 5.
This is the book of Songs of Solomon, 1 and verse 5.
Read.
I am black.
What?
I am black.
We are reading out of the Bible. King Solomon. Jump up to verse 1.
Verse 1. The Songs of Songs, which is Solomon's.
Which is what?
Which is Solomon's.
The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Which is Solomon's. Read verse 5 again.
Verse 5. I am black but comely.
So what the word comely means? Beautiful. What race of people on the earth today says I'm black and beautiful? What race of people
Only white
says they are black and beautiful? Listen closely.
Black don't appreciate what they are.
No, but listen closely.
Yeah.
What race of people on the earth
Yeah.
can say today that they are black and they are beautiful?
Black people.
That's right.
Yes.
But that is what King Solomon is saying.
See.
The son of King David.
Amen.
You following? Go to Job 30 and verse 30. Because guess what? We might say the Bible doesn't speak about color, but we are reading about color in the Bible.
That's right.
We are reading about color in the Bible. So today you are being learned who you are according to the Bible. You're being learned that this, sorry, I didn't jump to this topic yet. This is an abomination. According to the Bible, this is a better depiction of Christ. That's what we are teaching. And we are reading about color in the Bible. So give me that in Job 30 and 30. Read
The
that.
book of Job chapter 30 and verse 30.
Read.
My skin is black upon me.
What?
My skin is black upon me.
You hear what we are reading? Out of the Bible is saying, my skin is black upon me. So we are reading about all the prophets in the Bible. Not only Christ, all the prophets
You're black.
from the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. This is our origin. This is our heritage.
That's right.
All right? So I'm gonna read some laws now, all right? So, because remember what we read in Deuteronomy, give me that in Leviticus 21 and 5. Remember what we read in Deuteronomy in verse 15 when it says, if you don't listen to do all his commandments, we shall be cursed. These curses happen.
Yes.
But guess what? We are still living in the curses today. We are still living in the curses today because we as a race of people, we hate each other. You understand? We hate each other, but this is the solution now, what we are going to read. Keeping God's commandments. Okay? So, give me a commandment in verse 5. Leviticus 21 and verse 5.
The book of Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5.
Because when you look around, you can see all of the brothers has a very distinctive look. And I'm going to ask you what that look is after my brother read this. Go ahead.
The book of Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5.
Read.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
So we are not allowed to look like Michael Jordan, a clean shaved head. We have to leave a little here. Go ahead.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
So our corner of our beards, if you look distinctly to the brothers,
No.
most of the brothers who can grow a beard have what?
Beard.
Have a beard. So the question is, what are you supposed to do?
I have a beard. I shaved it today because tomorrow is my birthday.
But hey, listen. The Bible says, read it again.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
Go ahead.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beards. Go ahead.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
So not make any cuttings in their flesh. Is going into tattoos. If you have any tattoos, hey, you can't do anything about it. Don't get any more. That's what the Bible is saying to do. Don't get any more. You following? Okay. So
You said something like
get me that in Job chapter 1, because you said your that tomorrow is your birthday.
Yes.
Is that, are we supposed to celebrate birthdays?
I don't know, tell me.
Did Jesus Christ celebrate his birthday?
I don't know. Tell me.
So let's read about birthdays.
The book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 6.
Listen to this, listen closely
No,
to this.
Job chapter 1 and verse 4. And his sons went and feasted in their houses.
Go ahead.
Everyone on his day.
Everyone on his what?
Everyone on his day.
Everyone on his day. They all had different birthdays. Go ahead.
And sent and called for their 3 sisters to eat and to drink with them.
To eat and to drink with them. Go ahead.
And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them.
Go ahead.
And rose of them all.
Because Job knew it was wrong for what they did. Job knew they were not supposed to be celebrating their birthday, but they still went and do it anyway. So he went and made an offering for them. He went and asked God for forgiveness for them. But continue reading.
For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned.
Have what?
Have sinned.
Have what?
Have sinned.
They have sinned because they were celebrating their birthday. Whenever you read about birthdays in the Bible, our brothers and forefathers all got killed on those days. You following? Finish it. We're gonna get that after. So finish it out.
It may be that my sons have sinned.
Go ahead.
And cursed God in their hearts.
And what?
And cursed God in their hearts.
So when you go and celebrate, if we go and celebrate our birthdays, we are actually cursing God in our hearts, in our minds. Okay? Continue reading.
Thus did Job continually.
Thus did Job continually. Continue reading.
Verse 6.
Yeah, continue.
Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. You don't want this verse.
Where they celebrated it, and while he was yet speaking, let me see, when they came and destroyed them.
Oh, okay. Verse 13.
Yes.
And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house.
Go ahead.
And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them.
So there was a day that they celebrated their birthday, but this time Job didn't know about it, so he couldn't ask for forgiveness for them. Continue.
Verse 18.
Yes.
While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine.
Go ahead.
In their eldest brother's house.
Read.
And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the four corners of the house. And it fell upon the young men.
And it fell upon what?
And it fell upon the young men.
So this is letting us know God is in control of everything. He's in control of the winds, you name it. Continue.
And they are dead.
And what?
And they are dead.
Because they wasn't supposed to be celebrating their birthdays. You don't read anywhere in the Bible where we celebrated our birthdays. You don't read anywhere. But you do read, hey, when we do celebrate, when the other nations, for instance, when Pharaoh, Herod celebrated their birthday, someone got killed. You understand? So, but we read about sin. So give me that about sin. So, 1 John.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4.
Yes.
Whosoever committed sin, transgresseth also the law.
So whosoever commits sin breaks God's laws. For instance, we just read a law about having a beard. Is it hard to grow a beard?
No.
It's something that goes naturally.
Right.
Now, depends on what type of job you have, of course. You can keep it low. You can keep it high. If you look, some of the brothers have it high, some of the brothers have it low. But in other words, we are keeping that law. You understand? So read it again from the top.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4.
Read.
Whosoever committed sin, transgresseth also the law.
We are reading in the New Testament. Whosoever transgresseth sin.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
For sin is what?
The transgression of the law.
For sin is the breaking of God's laws. is the breaking of God's laws. Now, get me that in Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8 also. Because today is Sunday, right? Today is the first day of the week.
Right. Right.
It's the first day of the week.
That's right.
Where in the Bible do we celebrate God's Sabbath day on the first day of the week? You don't know? Let's read it. So you can get, like it's going to say, read it.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
What?
Remember the Sabbath day.
The Bible is telling us, remember the Sabbath day. Go ahead.
To keep it holy.
To keep it holy. To keep it holy. Go ahead.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So we have 6 days to work, to buy, to sell. Go ahead.
But the seventh day.
But the what?
But the seventh day.
But the seventh day
is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
De zevende dag is de Sabbatdag van de Heere God. So, als er de zevende dag is de Sabbatdag, de zaterdag. Waarom zijn we zondag de Sabbatdag aan het vieren?
Bring it out.
Zevende dag is de rustdag toch?
Ja.
God.
En vandaag is wat?
Zondag.
So waarom vieren we de Sabbatdag op de eerste dag in plaats van de zevende?
De zesde dag bedoel je? Zaterdag bedoel je?
Read it again. Read it again.
Sabbat.
Remember, vandaag is de eerste dag van de week.
Ja,
Gisteren was wat?
Zaterdag Sabbat.
De zaterdag Sabbat. Wanneer vieren de kerken hun Sabbats? Welke dag?
Zaterdag.
Elke kerk viert op zaterdag.
Ja, Sabbat.
Deze kerk was net open.
Ja, zondag.
Wat is vandaag?
Zondag.
Zondag. Lees het nog een keer.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 10. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
The seventh day. The seventh day. Today is the first day. Vandaag is de eerste dag. Vandaag is de eerste dag. Eerste dag van de week. Lees.
But the seventh day
De zevende dag is wat? Wat is de zevende dag?
is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
It's the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Remember what I told you? God is always going to be against evil. We are reading out of the Bible. If you're reading out of the Bible, why are people getting angry? Okay, read it again.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
De zevende dag. Vandaag is de eerste dag. Waarom vier je de Sabbat op de eerste dag van de week? Read it again.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Lees.
In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Yeah, you heard that? So we are not allowed. The 7 days. That's from Friday sunset to Saturday sunset. Get up in Genesis chapter 1 to show him why the days begin from sunset to sunset.
Loop hier alleen maar te discrimineren, joh. Dat is het enige wat jullie doen. Ga toch lekker weg, man. Ga lekker ergens anders discrimineren.
Hoor je het? Nou zijn we hier van het volk van de tarwewijs.
The book of Genesis chapter 1 and verse 5. And God saw the light day.
And God called the what?
The light day.
Ja joh, gewoon schijnbaar.
And darkness
Hey,
became
shut
night.
up, man. Ik weet wat ik doe.
In the evening.
Mensen blijven alleen maar discrimineren in deze wereld. Zo stom zijn ze nou. Wat denk jij dat de wereld ooit gaat verbeteren?
In the morning was the first day.
Denk je dat de wereld ooit gaat verbeteren als je alleen maar in culturen blijft kijken?
Wanneer de waarheid naar buiten komt,
Ja, gauw toch op, man.
dan gaan mensen zo gedragen.
Ja, tuurlijk. Tuurlijk. Geef anderen de schuld.
Kijk toch,
Leg de verantwoordelijkheid bij jezelf, man. Want jullie staan hier toch te discrimineren, of
daar
niet?
kunnen we lezen.
Jullie staan hier te
Daar kunnen we
discrimineren.
lezen en dan komt de waarheid.
Jullie staan hier te discrimineren. Verder doe je niks.
Buiten komt, dan ga je zo gedragen.
Gauw toch op, man.
There are also things that we must do for the Sabbath and what we are not supposed to do for the Sabbath. Dat zijn de regels van de Sabbath. Yeah?
The book of Exodus chapter 16 and verse 23. And he said unto them, this is what the this is that which the Lord had said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord.
So, als we weten, van vrijdag zonsondergang tot en met zaterdag zonsondergang, we mogen niet werken. Volgens Exodus hoofdstuk 20 en vers 8. Lees.
Bake that which you will bake today.
Bake is going into cook. Yeah? Cook. Go ahead.
And seed that which you will seed. And that which
Boil.
remaining over.
Seed is an old word for boil. Like when you take an egg and you put it in some water to boil. That's going in also to cook it. Read that piece again.
And seed that which you will seed. And that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
Until the morning. So for the Sabbath, we are also not allowed to cook. From Friday sunset to Saturday sunset, we are not allowed to cook. We are not allowed. We read in Exodus 20 and verse 8, we are not allowed to work. And now we are reading in Exodus 16 and 23, we are not allowed to cook. All right, so get me that in Nehemiah chapter 10 now, because now we are also going to read other rules, other commandments for the Sabbath. All right, we're going to read other commandments for the Sabbath.
The book of Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31.
Read.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any fiddles on the Sabbath day to sell.
On the Sabbath day to sell, because what you notice in the Netherlands, they have a lot of markets on the Saturday, on the Sabbath day. Read it from the top again. What are we supposed to do?
And if the people of the land bring ware or any fiddles on the Sabbath day to sell.
On the Sabbath day to sell, well, what are we supposed to do?
That we would not buy it of them.
We saw het niet van hun kopen. Zie je hoe makkelijk de Bijbel legt alles uit? Read that piece again.
That we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
Go ahead.
Or on the holy day.
Or on the holy days. For instance, we are not supposed to be celebrating December the 25th. It's not in the Bible. We are not supposed to be celebrating Easter where a bunny lay eggs. Question, does a bunny lay eggs?
No.
So, wait. So we say we do it for the kids. We do it for the children, right?
White folk.
So, why are you going to teach your children that bunny lay eggs when we know they're going to ask us a question when they grow up and say, hey papa, ik heb een konijn in de achtertuin, maar die maken geen eitjes hoor. So, what are we actually busy with? Because it says holy days. It says holy days, right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Or on the holy day.
Finish it out.
And that we would leave the 7th year and the exaction of every debt.
So it says the holy days. So get me that in Leviticus chapter 23. Because we have days where we are supposed to celebrate. It's not only the Sabbath day, it's also letting you know. Go ahead, read Leviticus 23, I think it's 4.
Yes, sir. The book of Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 4.
Read.
These are the feasts of the Lord.
These are the feasts of the Lord. What we are supposed to be celebrating. You understand? You following? Read.
Even holy convocations.
Read.
Which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
So even holy gatherings that we shall proclaim in what?
In their seasons.
In their seasons. For instance, you have summer that is coming up. We just came out of spring. You have spring, summer, autumn, and winter.
Yes.
Fall and winter. All right. So read the first high holy day, what the Bible describes.
Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month.
Brother, come for a minute. I want to show you something. Come for a minute. Read it again, verse 5.
In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
Is the Lord what?
Is the Lord's Passover.
It's the Lord's Passover. Did you ever hear about the Most High Passover? What we are supposed to celebrate. Did you ever heard this celebration according to the Bible? Well, guess what? These are what we're supposed to be celebrating instead of Easter. This is what we are supposed to be celebrating instead of Easter. So continue reading.
Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord.
Is the feast of unleavened bread. Continue. It's going to say how much days?
7 days.
How much?
7 days.
7 what?
7 days. ye must eat unleavened bread.
So we have a feast that we are supposed to celebrate out of the Bible for 7 days. 7 days. This is not being preached in the churches. So the Bible is telling us, continue reading.
7 day ye must eat unleavened bread.
Go ahead.
In the first day ye shall have a holy convocation.
A holy gathering. Hold that, we're coming right back there. Get that in Zephaniah 2:1. It says a holy gathering. And that's what we have to understand now as we are raising up and we are learning. We are from the 12 tribes of Israel. And for instance, I'm from Benjamin. You have to still search to see, hey, which tribe do I come from? Am I from Benjamin? Am I from Asher? Because those tribes also live in Curso. All right? Zephaniah 2:1.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Read.
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together. We have to come together, just like say a holy convocation. Go ahead.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
O nation not desired. Now we know, as a race of people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are hated amongst all races on the earth.
Right.
We are the last hired and the first fired.
Right.
We are hated amongst all of the other nations on the earth. So that's why the Bible is telling us it's time for us to what? Zephaniah 2:1 again.
Gather yourselves together.
What?
Gather yourselves together.
Go ahead.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So once we are realizing, hey, we have to now start keeping God's commandments, we have to now gather together so we can get it done efficiently. All right? Efficiently. What's your name?
Efficiently.
What's your name? What's your name?
Oh, mijn naam? Johnny.
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 Johnny. Oké, ik ben Mikhayah. Ik ben Mikhayah. Heb je misschien wat vragen voor ons? Want ik zie je luistert heel goed.
Want ik ben, kijk, nogmaals, morgen is mijn verjaardag. Ik zal vandaag naar de kerk gaan om even een zegening te krijgen voor het nieuwe jaar.
Oké.
Dit is mijn zegening voor mijn eigen kleur.
Zo, je hoeft niet meer naar de kerk te gaan.
Nee, voor de
zie je?
kerk sta ik hier.
Dat is goed.
Ik lopen van andere kerk naar andere kerk. Dus dat is een zegening voor het hele nieuwe jaar.
Oké, zo je weet,
En voor mijn eigen kleur
volgens de Bijbel, je weet volgens de Bijbel.
En ik zoek ook de Holy Bijbel. Ik heb een eigen Holy Bijbel nodig om uit te praktiseren en lezen. Want ik heb het boek, ik heb de Bijbel, want dat is de Holy Bijbel. De Holy Bijbel is beter.
We lezen uit de King James Version Bible. Oké? So wanneer je kans krijgt, koop een King James Version Bible. Ja? So,
King James was also a disciple of Jesus.
he's also a so-called black man.
Black man.
Yes,
Was
he's
he
also.
secret, toch?
No. Well, God chose him to execute his work, but he was not one of the. I think you mean one of the 12 disciples.
Yes, yes.
No, he was.
Of the disciples.
No, he was not of the 12 disciples.
But
But guess what?
Why did he get his own word? Why did he get his own Bible?
You have the Zondervan Bible. Wait, I have it in my bag. Zondervan.
Why did he have his own Bible? Why did our black nation brothers didn't have their own Bible? I want to know everything.
It's written in the. For instance, wait 1 second. We're gonna get it. In the Zondervan Bible Compact Dictionary, it's very distinctive that he himself did not write the Bible. All right.
Holy Spirit.
No, he did not. We're gonna read it. We're gonna read it.
Okay.
You have it for me? Okay, thank you, sir. Zondervan, go to King James. We're gonna see what King James did. Good afternoon, my brother. Can I offer you a flyer to read in your own time? You can put it in the bag. Yeah, you can put the flyer in the bag to read at your own time. All right. We are teaching that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are God-chosen people, the children of the diaspora. All right. King James. Yes. One more page backwards. King James.
No, it's just in the beginning, huh?
By Bible. By Bible. So, as you're learning today, you know now you have to start growing a beard.
Is a question. Is it count also when you're fasting? Because the Bible says, I have known, the Bible says when you're fasting, you need to be clean and pure, right?
Okay.
But I don't know if it is means because you didn't shave, you're not clean enough to be fasting. Like Quaresma of Ramadan or one of the...
When you say clean, what do you mean? You shave off your beard?
Because, yes, you're fasting.
No, but
then
what
you
does...
shower too.
We read in Leviticus, remember we read in Leviticus 21 and verse 5, where it says, do not shave off your hair. So if you're fasting, why do you have to shave off your hair?
I don't know, to represent myself to God.
No, but God said don't shave it off. So if he said don't shave it off, and now you're saying you're going to shave it to represent him, that's why these curses are still upon us today. Because we are following our own selves, our own train of thoughts. Okay, and we should not. Before you read this first, and then we're gonna touch on what you just said, because we are still on the question about King James. All right.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary.
So show him the cover. We did not write this, so let's hear what they're gonna speak about King James. Go ahead.
King James Version. When Elizabeth died in 1603, the crown passed to James I, who had been King of Scotland for 37 years, as James VI. Several months after he ascended the throne of England, he authorized a new translation of the Bible.
So he authorized a new translation of the Bible, because the Old Testament was written in Hebrew, and the New Testament was written in Greek. All right, but continue reading.
He authorized a new translation of the Bible.
Read.
To replace the bishop's Bible.
To replace the what?
The bishop's Bible.
The bishop's Bible, because in the bishop's Bible, it had the Apocrypha in it. This is the one with it?
No.
It had the Apocrypha in it. Can one of you all reach the 1611 King James Version Bible for me? Continue reading.
For 47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars of the day.
Oh, how much? How many?
47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars of the day.
You heard how much people it took to translate the Bible?
47.
So the question is, it took 47 people to translate the Bible. Now the question is, did King James write the Bible?
No.
That's right.
You see how very easy it is? So finish it off.
47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars of the day were divided into 6 groups.
So he made 6 groups out of 47 people. Go ahead.
3 for the Old Testament.
So when we now open the Bible, for instance, I know you know what's the Old Testament,
yes,
but I want to show it to you. It says 3 groups out of the 47 for the Old Testament. Read.
3 for the Old Testament, yes, 2 for the New, and 1 for the Apocrypha.
One second, go back. It says 2 groups for the New Testament, and 1 for what?
And 1 for the Apocrypha.
1 for the Apocrypha. You ever heard about those books?
No, I never heard about Apocrypha.
You know why? Because the Catholic Church took the Apocrypha out of the Bible.
King James.
Out of the King James Bible. You have something? Yes. Can you hold this for me? Thank you, sir. So read this now.
The Negro Question Part 4, the missing link.
So show him the book. Show him the book. So we didn't write any of these books, but we are showing you that how they made For instance, turn it now so you could see the picture. What color does this person look like?
White.
Look good, look good, look good. Remember, Christ had woolly hair. What texture hair are you seeing on this person?
It's a white person, right?
Look good, look good, look good, look
Or it's
good.
a black one. I don't know. It's a black or red picture.
Okay,
Black or red picture.
this is a so-called black man.
Also,
All right? Because this is black.
yes.
We are not black. We are derivatives of brown. We are different colors of brown. But listen to what it says.
King James came from a long line of black Scottish Stuart kings.
What?
King James came from a long line of black Scottish Stuart kings.
Black Scottish Stuart kings. We were the ones who were ruling Europe once upon a time.
That's right.
We were the ones who were ruling Europe. That's why the Most High told us in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15, if we do not listen to continue doing his commandments, curse. We shall be cursed. And we are still cursed today. But continue reading. So we're learning that King James is black. We're learning that he took 47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars. Now we know scholars are people who studied very good. They went to the best universities. We didn't finish that piece, so we have to go back there. All right. But so we coming back to this. We're gonna read this, but finish off that one about the scholars.
47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars of the day
Go ahead.
were divided into 6 groups.
6 groups. Go ahead.
3 for the Old Testament,
Read.
2 for the New,
2 for the New Testament
and 1 for the Apocrypha.
and 1 group for the Apocrypha. Continue.
2 of the groups met at Oxford, 2 at Cambridge.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oxford. They went to the Oxford University. They went to the Cambridge University. Go ahead.
And 2 at Westminster.
And 2 at Westminster College. Now, if you type these names up in your telephone on Google, you will see how much money they charge for these colleges per year. Very expensive colleges. So these are the schools that the scholars went to. You have any more on that?
Yeah. 2 of the groups met at Oxford, 2 at Cambridge, and 2 at Westminster. When a group had completed its task, its works was submitted to 12 men.
So you see, even after they translated the Bible, after they translated it, it still had to go to 12 other people to get approved. Hey, did they do it correctly? Let's check to see, is a comma here? Is a capital letter here? They still had to, so it's letting us know King James did not write the Bible. He authorized for it to be what?
Authorized, right?
For it to be what?
The word of God.
For instance, it was in Hebrew and Greek.
Greek.
It's now in English, right?
Yes.
So what did he do?
He make it accomplished for the black people.
He translated it.
For the colored.
All right. He authorized the translation of the Bible. So now read this now from this.
Yes, sir.
What's the name of the book again? Can you read the name of the book?
The Negro Question, Part 4, The Missing Link.
Show him the missing link. Now when you look here, look, woolly hair, woolly hair, woolly. King James, woolly hair. So read what you have now.
King James came from a long line of black Scottish Stuart kings.
Yes.
343 years of rulership in Scotland. The Stuarts not only ruled in Scotland,
They not only ruled in Scotland, because remember what I said, we ruled Europe. So continue reading.
they ruled France,
They ruled what?
France,
We ruled France.
Spain,
Go ahead.
Ireland,
Go ahead.
England,
Go ahead.
Britain,
Go ahead.
Wales.
Wales.
King James was able to rule all of these lands because of all these people were of Iberian black descent.
Descent. All right. So we are learning a lot of history according to the Bible. All right.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.